Great, awesome, and amazing day, everyone. This is no other than your girl success coach, Nikisha, stopping by today to bring you Let Wisdom Speak. So today we're going to just kind of recap and we're going to just go back over some of the things that we talked about on the previous broadcast that we had. Just as a reminder for those of you who have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, simply go ahead and click the link. I'm sorry, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, download, or even if you're catching this broadcast on social media, Instagram, or even the motivation page there on Facebook, click the link there on the page there on social media. And that way you are able to catch the live broadcast each and every Wednesday at 9 a.m., 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So as we was talking about before, we was talking about power in the atmosphere. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue with that particular topic that we talked about before. And this time we're going to also reiterate about chasing your dreams, never giving up. Don't allow other people or self-doubt to hold you back from what it is that you're looking to actually do. So go ahead and get on in, grab your coffee or tea or whatever it may be, and let's go ahead and accept this thing and go ahead and level up to the next level. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead live. Go ahead and like, click, and share the live broadcast there with your followers as well. Thank you so much. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. The music that you hear in the background, I absolutely do not own the rights to this music. It belongs to a young man by the name of Uncle Reese. If you're not following Uncle Reese here on YouTube, go and put his name in the search bar on YouTube and follow him on YouTube at Uncle Reese. Also, his Facebook. Listen, you guys. He have a phenomenal message and a phenomenal ministry. Go and follow Uncle Reese there on YouTube at Uncle Reese. Follow him on Facebook at Uncle Reese. Listen, I'm telling you, when he begins to speak to you, I can most likely guarantee that you're gonna be able to fit in some of those topics. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and subscribe to his page as well. Thank you so much. Good morning, great morning, great morning, great morning. And by chance, if you're catching the rebroadcast of this particular live broadcast, go ahead and type replay inside the comments. And we're going to get started in less than 60 seconds. All right, you guys, listen. Again, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Nikisha Gordon Dunn. Some of you know me as Success Coach Nikisha. You might be following me there on Instagram at I am the Holistic Goddess, or you may be following me there on Facebook on my motivational page, which is the motivation. It will be me. It will be myself, and it will be a picture of a curly brown, blonde, like coily hairdo. So go ahead and follow your girl there on Facebook at The Motivation, and also follow your girl here on YouTube by hitting the subscribe button. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and get into it. So basically what we was talking about before was we was talking about how we have power in our atmosphere. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We have power inside inside of our atmosphere, and in order for us to set our atmosphere up to be the very thing that we desire and want, it all starts with us. We have to be the one that set the atmosphere. We have to be the one to be able to tap into those powers that's within us to be able to allow it to transfer into our atmosphere. And some of the things that we talked about on the previous broadcast was how you will have to shift your atmosphere by changing and being transformed by the renewance of your mind. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you may be looking to do something, you always have to remember that it all starts in the mind. You have to remember that whatever your mind go, your body will follow. So with that being said, get your mind right, and then everything else around you will also flow in the direction that it should actually flow in. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we can say, oh, it's easier said than done. Actually, it is easier said than done. You just have to have a made up mind in order to do the very things that you're saying that you desire and want. You know what I'm saying? So once you begin to transform your mind and begin to begin to walk in the direction that you desire to be in, then that's when things begin to fall in place with you. But again, it all starts with you and how you begin to set up your atmosphere and your actual surroundings. So today I want to talk about chasing dreams, and when I say chasing dreams, I'm talking about you. You may not be a person that might not be looking to chase fame or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You just want to do whatever it is that God has placed inside your heart, and what is your actual God given purpose in order to fulfill those things that you're looking to actually fulfill. So, with that being said, you guys, ladies and gentlemen, on the previous broadcast, I mentioned that the success that we want is already in us. The problem is we look at somebody else's life and what they're actually doing, and that's how we measure our level of success. So today I want to let you know, stop trying to compare yourself to someone else's level of success or what other people of the world call success, because what they call success may not be the same success that God has for you. You know what I'm saying? Because success already lives inside of us. And let me explain when I say success is already inside of us. You have to remember that the word tells us that greater is he that is in us than he that is inside this world. So if it's greater with the inside of us, that means that anything that God made, and if you go back and you know the word, he said the Bible says that when he finished making man, he looked like the spirit and God was having a conversation. And when he looked at the creation that he made, he said, it is good. You know what I'm saying? He said, it is good. You know what I'm saying? So everything that he did, he already made us good. You know what I'm saying? He already made us great. You know what I'm saying? So stop always looking at somebody else's level of success and begin to tap into the gifts and the treasure that you have with inside of you. Because the book tells us inside Second Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7, that we have treasures inside of earthen vessels. So how do you expect to get the treasures inside earthen vessels if you're always looking at somebody else's life, or you always sizing yourself up with what somebody else is doing? You don't know what that person may be doing behind the scene or how they may have gotten where they at. You know what I'm saying? Because we can always try to judge what somebody else is doing in somebody else's life when in fact God is saying, listen, my child, I already placed greatness down on the inside of you. All I need you to do is put your eyes on me. Once you put your eyes on me, that's when you're able to get your focus together. I recall a time when God told me in my spirit, Nikisha, it's time for you to refocus your focus in order to be focused. So when he told me that, that word has always stuck with me. You have to become refocused in order to focus your focus. So what exactly is it that you're focused on? So that's one of the questions I want to propose to you on today, and also write it down. So if this is your first time joining my broadcast, I always ask my people to be sure you bring pen and paper in order to take copious notes, because something may be said on the broadcast that you might need to write down and go back and trace your steps, and also go back and meditate on that thing. Because we know in the word tells us that when we begin to meditate and ponder on these things, then from there we're able to make our own way prosperous. From there we're able to see good success. So there it goes again. So that proves my point to what I said, that success is already inside of you. So stop looking at somebody else's level of success and comparing what you call successful in those compare yourself, saying how successful that person is. Yes, granted, they may be very successful, but the very same thing that they are doing, you have the ability to also do it as well. You know what I'm saying? God has given us these treasure in earthen vessels, and his word, Paul also said to stir up the gift. You know what I'm saying? When he was writing and encouraging the people, he wrote the letter. He said to stir up the gift by the laying of the hands. So you have to get in the place to where you're able to stir up the gift that's down on the inside of you, because also the word tells us that our gifts shall make room for us. So the problem is, a lot of times we struggle with self, because a lot of times we say we don't know exactly what we should be doing, when reality, in real reality, we already was told what to do. We know what to do, but we make excuses. We make excuses of why we not going to get started, or why I can't do this here, or why I can't do that. The thing is, we have to listen. Our why has to be a whole lot bigger than our excuses. When your why become a whole lot bigger than your excuse, then nothing else around don't it even matter? That's why in the beginning, inside the broadcast, in the previous broadcast, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you some of the words that we spoke on that broadcast. You have to begin to plan. You have to plan your success because the success is already down on the inside of you. So listen, begin to plan your steps. You know what I'm saying? We know the word tells us to write the vision, make it plain. But the word also tells us to meditate and ponder on the very things that we desire and want. You know what I'm saying? When he told Joshua, when Joshua was going to be able to be the one to lead the children of Israel over to the promised land, he told him, look, don't look to the left, don't look to the right. Don't worry about what mama may be doing. Don't be worried about what your next door neighbor may be doing or your coworker or your friend or your partner may be doing. I want you to keep your mind on me. You know what I'm saying? The word tells us that when you keep your mind steadfast on him, he will keep you in perfect peace. That means that when you begin to refocus your focus and regain the vision that has been placed on the inside of your heart, then from there you're able to make your own way prosperous. Why? Because now you have your mind focused, your mind and your eyes set on the prize. You have your mind laser focused on the very thing that you're looking to actually accomplish or even to obtain in certain situations. So let me I wrote down my notes, you know what I'm saying? Because as the spirit began to talk to me, I wanted to write down some pointers that I also wanted to bring down to you all as I begin to do this particular broadcast. So if you haven't yet grabbed your pen and paper, go ahead and grab your pen and paper. That way, again, you can take your copious notes. And also thank you for all those who are joining in on the live broadcast and also sharing and also inviting other people to this particular broadcast. So when I was looking at this word, when I got up yesterday, I was just laying there, and the spirit was like, "Why are you chasing what's already in you?" I'm gonna say that again. The spirit spoke to my spirit and said, "Why are you chasing what's already in you?" See, the thing is, a lot of times we begin to chase things because the lust of the flesh sees other people doing certain things or may have other things. So it's natural for the lust of the flesh to rise up within you to want the same exact thing that you just saw. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, so you have to be a person that's able to be strong-minded, strong-headed, and level-headed when it comes to when you see certain things or certain people doing certain things or having certain things. So the spirit asked me, not saying that I was chasing anything bad or crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like with me, the way I do things is I'll look at a person and I look at them from afar and I use that person to be able to help motivate me to get where I need to be. But a lot of times what happens is we can have someone that we use as a model and then we begin, even though we use that person as a model, we begin to mimic some of the things that they do. So the spirit asked me, why are you chasing what's already inside of you? That's the question. Why are you, my friend, chasing what's already inside of you? You saying that you want success. You hear people always say, "Oh, I'm chasing my dreams," or I'm chasing this money, or I'm trying to chase a bag, or I'm chasing success. I'm chasing my whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to chase whatever it is that you're after, but at the same time, you have to remember that when it's in the will of God, you don't have to chase it. It will begin to chase you. All you have to do is begin to line yourself up inside the perfect will of God and line your atmosphere up with the very things that you desire and want. And from there, those things will begin to come to you. Begin to tell yourself that I am a money magnet. If you're looking to grow your business or whatever the case may be, begin to be around business like-minded people. Learn from those individuals. Don't make them idols, but begin to learn and pull certain things from them and write it down inside your book. Because that very thing that you admire in them, it may be something that can actually push you to your next level. So the spirit asked me, why are you chasing? This wasn't listen, I'm gonna just keep on pushing, you know what I'm talking about? So the spirit asked me, why are you chasing what's already in you? You're chasing success, but it's already in you. When you listen, and I had to write this down because it was so powerful. It's like the words started coming to me so fast, I couldn't get out what it was that was coming to me because again, it was coming to me so fast. So the spirit said, why are you chasing what's already in you? Why are you chasing success when it's already in you? All you have to do is search and find you. When you search and find you and dig deep, that's when you begin to discover who you really are. And that's the problem. A lot of us don't know who we really are. We don't know the abilities and capabilities and the power that we actually possess. So when we begin to stop chasing other people's dream and begin to tap within inside the power that we have inside of us, then from there, that's when we begin to discover who we really are. So once you become, what they call awakening, once you begin to be woken in these particular areas, then from there, you're able to walk forward into the very things and step into those doors and opportunities that present itself to you. So again, for those of you that's taking notes, I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. Why are you chasing what's already inside of you? And you may want to also write this point here down as well. All you have to do is search and find you. Once you search and find you and begin to dig deeper, that's when you're able to unlock your greatness. That's when you're able to unlock the treasures that's hidden inside the earthen vessels that God has placed within inside of you. That's when you're able to have certain type of revelation when it comes and discover certain things that's already locked down on the inside of you. The thing is, we took our eyes off of what it is that we supposed to be doing, and we put our eyes on other people and what they're actually doing. Begin to search you. Search and discover you. You know what I'm saying? You don't listen. Sometimes you may go through a season to where you're isolated. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when God puts you in a place where you're uncomfortable, it's like places you used to go and love to go, you're no longer comfortable. And you try to figure out like why I'm not comfortable or why I don't like this here. It's because God is stripping you from the things that he did not place inside of you. He's wanting you to begin to hide in your secret place. He's wanting you to begin to develop the very things that he has placed inside of you. So when you stop chasing somebody else's success and begin to figure out who you, not figure out, let me reword that. When you begin to discover who you really are, the success in others that you're chasing, you will begin to unlock it within yourself whenever you begin to discover who you really are and the type of power that you really have locked down on the inside of you. Can't nobody do you better than you. You see my shirt, Be Beautiful. You are beautiful and wonderfully and fearfully made. You have everything down on the inside of you to be great. You know what I'm saying? But how do you expect to be great if you never get started? In order for you to be great, in order for your greatness to begin to manifest on the outside, you have to first of all get started. You know what I'm saying? And then this morning when I got up, because I know, listen, when I say this here, I say this with all humility, not saying that I know everything, but I'm going to say it anyway. So I know what I mean when I say this, and maybe you can also relate to this too. Because I'm very in tune with myself and I'm also in tune with the spirit. The problem I have is staying consistent and also holding myself accountable for the very things that I say that I want and desire. You know what I'm saying? So when I woke up this morning, the very thought that came to my mind was just do it. Whatever it is that you're looking to do or you saying out your mouth that you want to do, just do it. We have to begin to walk it like we talk it. You can't talk a good game and ain't got nothing to back that thing up. Just do it. All the excuses will come and play inside your mind. All the excuses will begin to come and talk to you. All these different voices will come and tell you why you can't start. Why you need to do this right here. Stop trying to be so perfect. God didn't call perfect people to do the things that he called you to do. And stop always looking for others to support the vision that God placed inside of you. Because God gave you the vision. He spoke the word to you. So my friend, I stopped by to encourage you, to tell you, just do it. Whatever it is that your heart is set out to do, just do it. How do you expect to know if it's going to ever work if you never started? Again, in order for you to be great, you saying that you got greatness down on the of your greatness. We're still talking about power in the atmosphere, but we have to first change the way we think in order to move forward. So once we get our mind right, we get our talk right, get our heart right, begin to line ourselves up where we need to be. From there, that's when we're able to walk the walk that we're actually talking. You think every day I want to get up and do the things that I say I want to do? You know what I'm saying? My spirit man want to do it, but my flesh is hell. When I say my flesh is hell, I'm saying that, the word tells us that the spirit lusts against the flesh and the flesh lusts against the spirit. So my flesh is weak sometimes when it comes to pushing through some of the things that I desire and want. Is it going to be easy? No. I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you that it's going to be easy to follow your dreams or be easy to follow the very desires that you have down inside your heart. But it becomes easier over time when you really know why you really started. So the very first thing, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to write down why I'm getting started. What's your why? When your why is bigger than your excuses, nothing else can stop you. You have to have a pushback in your spirit. The word tells us that we have to work out our own soul salvation. Paul said that we have to beat our flesh daily. So every single day, the way you beat your flesh, not saying you just taking that, you just hammering at your flesh physically, but you have to beat your flesh daily. Procrastination is the number one dream killer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a person that I know what I want to do, and I say I'm going to do it, but then the spirit of procrastination always hold me back. So we have to begin to break that stronghold and begin to hold ourselves accountable to make our dreams and goals become our reality. Because anyone that follows me knows that I always say on every single video that your dream, the very thing that you desire and want, also wants and desire you. But how bad do you want it? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to give up? Give up your excuses if you're going to give up anything. Give up the excuses that holds you back. Give up the excuses that tell you that you're not going to be able to do it. Give up the excuse that tells you, girl, you tired. You've been working all day. You a homemaker. You a single mom. You doing this and you doing that. Girl, please, you better take yourself in there and lay down and get you some rest. No. I ain't got time to rest right now because right now I'm looking to build my legacy. I'm looking to work on my dreams and to help my goals become my reality. Once I get that done, then I can rest. You know what I'm saying? If you know that you're a person that if you begin to sit down, you ain't getting up no more, or you're a person that once I'm in that house, I ain't coming out no more, then from there, that's where you need to begin to whatever it is that you need to be doing, go ahead and do it then. Because I really, honestly, truly believe that when you begin to hold yourself accountable, it begins to develop the spirit of consistency. It begins to develop those fruits of the spirit. It begins to develop discipline. So again, we have to learn how to set our atmosphere to be conducive unto the things that we want to see come to pass. When we begin to set up our atmosphere to flow in the direction that we desire and want, that's when we begin to see the good fruits of manifestation of our labor. You know what I'm saying? The word tells us that the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. It's so much things out here that's laid up for us, but because we're too lazy or we talk ourselves out of it, it's just sitting there. Imagine how many things you have to let pass you by because you're too afraid to take the opportunity, because you're too afraid to get up. Listen, when I talk to you, I also talk to me. When I talk to you, I talk to self. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that every day of my life is perfect because I'll be sitting here lying to you because I'm not perfect. I serve a perfect God that loves an imperfect individual like myself, Nikisha. At the end of the day, it's going to be, have you done the things that you said that you desire and want? Have you worked on your goal? Have you worked on your dreams? God has given everybody the same amount of time inside of a day. We all have 24 hours in a day, but what you do with your 24 hours is up to you. This goes back to, like I said before, about planning your success, planning your atmosphere. When you begin to plan your day, it goes a whole lot smoother. When you begin to get up and do the things that you're supposed to be doing, and you have a guide to go by, for those of you, a DMO, a daily method of operation, you know what I'm saying? For those of you who may be in business or know that terminology about DMO, daily method of operation, you should have at least 5 things that's a given that cannot be bent, that you want to do every single day to make it a habit. One of the things on my list is, when I wake up, I want to just lay there quietly. Because research says that the very first 20 minutes of what you do when you first wake up is basically how your day is going to go. So when you open your eyes, what is it that your mind is thinking about? What is it that you're releasing inside your atmosphere? What is it that you're speaking? What is it that you're meditating on? So when you get up, you have to remember that you're waking up with a fresh mind. At least you should be waking up with a fresh mind. If you're a person that's waking up worrying about what happened yesterday, or yesterday's trauma and drama is on your mind, at the end of the day before you go to sleep, begin to shift your atmosphere. Change it. Begin to speak positive affirmations. Begin to listen to soothing sounds, to begin to relax and to take those things away. Listen, we have to learn how to take time out for ourselves. Self-care is one of the best cares you can ever embrace in life. You know what I'm saying? They always say stress is a silent killer. So we know that stress is a silent killer. And a lot of times we can be stressed and not even realize that we're stressed. So get in tune with yourself. Get in tune with the person that you're looking to become. Surround yourself with the people that you want to become. If you're here, find someone that's already up here in that area where you're looking to go to. There's no reason or no excuse in the world to why you're not able to accomplish the things or have the knowledge that you need. Because listen, when you have this little thing that's called a phone, this is basically a small computer device that we have in the palm of our hands, which a whole lot of us have glued to our hands on a day-to-day basis, scrolling up on social media. Okay, instead of you scrolling up and down social media, looking at the next fashion, whatever, or the next meme, or whatever it is that you may be scrolling that's not putting anything positive or helping you to get to the place you need to be, or to help shape your mind, the same amount of time that it takes for you to scroll on social media can be the same amount of time that you take to go and research your future. Research your future. Go and scout out the land. Stop being afraid. Be you on purpose. Set your atmosphere, because there's power inside the atmosphere. All right, so let's go ahead and the next point I want to make is that you are your biggest setback. That's point number 1. You are your biggest setback. And we already kind of touched on that. You are your biggest setback because you know what to do and don't do it. And a lot of us say, oh, a lot of you. I'm not going to say a lot of us, because I know what I need to be doing. But at the same time, I know that I'm my biggest setback. I'm my biggest setback because a lot of times what happens is I know what I need to do, but I allow my thoughts sometimes to tell me, oh, you'll do it later. And later never come. So we have to begin to hold ourselves accountable. If you have to go and get yourself an accountability partner, do that. If you need somebody to help you and push you to be to help you push you and help you to be accountable, then reach out to someone. I'm here. You can always reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? Slide in my DM. Let me know you need somebody to help you be accountable. You know what I'm talking about? We can all do this thing together. Listen, the word tells that we should all be helped one to another. The weaker should help, the strong should also help bear the infirmities of the weak. That's the word. You know what I'm saying? So it's time out for setting ourselves back. We have to begin to set ourselves up for the greatness that's already down on the inside of us. No longer be your own setback. No longer be the person that sets yourself back from the things that you desire and want. Begin to run full force to the places and the things that you desire and want. Set your atmosphere. Begin to, even if you don't have a support system, create your own support system. You don't have to have tangible or physical people there in your face. Listen, I'm a person, listen, I'm a loner. I don't have the support that I thought I should have had doing what I'm doing, or to even get through the things that I went through in my life, or even currently going through right now. You know what I'm saying? So we have to learn ways to create our own support system. You don't have to have a person physically in your face to help support you. Listen, the word tells that my God shall supply all my needs. So whatever support I need, God is gonna supply it. But it all starts here in your mind, being renewed by your mind. It's all about how you think. You know what I'm saying? The word tells that my people perish for the lack of knowledge. It's no reason why we should lack any type of knowledge or wisdom, because the word tells us already. And for those that's believers, and for those of you who are not believers, okay, that's cool. But today I'm telling you, there is no way that you should be ignorant, because I know of a word that says that I will not have you ignorant. There's no reason why anybody in this world should be held ignorant, because why? Again, we got this little device that's called a phone, and it has the World Wide Web on it. And you can Google and ask Google, Siri, Alexa, all them other people, Siri, all those other people, whatever it is, question that you may have, and it can lead you to an article or a video or whatever the case may be to help you understand what it is that you're not understanding or lacking at that particular moment. So again, that you have to learn, again, when your why is bigger than your excuses, can't nothing else stop you. You have to, first of all, get up out of the pity party and get out the I can't committee and begin to tell yourself, I can. Be like that little engine that could. At first, the little engine that could looked at that hill and thought maybe, oh, I can't get up there. I can't get up there. I can't do this. I can't do that. We got to get that I can't out of our spirit and begin to take on the spirit of the little engine that could, that said, I think I can. I think I can. And as you begin to take that step, different things begin to unfold for you. You know what I'm saying? But you have to stick with it. Not saying that you're not going to be knocked down. Just because you're knocked down don't mean you're knocked out. As long as you have breath in your body, you should be able to get back up. You know what I'm saying? Begin to renew your strength. You have to, listen, in order for your future to come to pass, you have to be the one involved. Your future, your success involves you. Because the success that you're looking for is already within inside of you. So you have to dig deep within inside of self. When you begin to dig deep inside of self, that's when life begins to change. That's when your world begins to change. When you realize the type of power you have, that's when everything around you begins to change. Nothing that no one in this God-green earth can tell you anything that's going to be able to shake you from what it is that you're looking to actually do. So my friend, I'm asking you, how serious are you when it comes to living out and chasing your dreams? Like I said before in the beginning, that the word simply came to me and asked me the question, why are you chasing something that's already inside of you? Stop trying to chase things that has not been placed inside this world for you. The success that you're looking for is already inside of you. You just have to be willing to dig deep. You just have to be willing to sacrifice and pull off the great man clothes, because you ain't that person no more, baby. There's a whole lot more out here for you. There's a whole lot more out here waiting for you. There's a whole lot of people that's assigned to you that's dying on the wayside because you keep telling yourself that you can't. You ain't going through your situation for you. You going through what you're going through right now to help and heal somebody else and set somebody else free. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my mouth started to get dry. So think about what you really want. Think about, ask yourself the very thing that I'm saying that I want. Do I really want that? Because we can't want until we blue in the face. But do you really want it? My apologies. Do you really want it? See, the word tells us in the book of James that when you ask in prayer thing, you ask amiss. And that's why some of the things you're asking for is not coming to pass, or you're not getting those answers in most cases because you're asking amiss. Ask for the things that's really inside your heart. His word said, I give you the very desires of your heart. But the reason why you're not getting the things you're asking for because you're not asking for your true desires. What desires do you really have? It's okay to be different. You know what I'm saying? We are peculiar people. We are different people. You know what I'm saying? Your dream may not be my dream. Your purpose may not be my purpose. But what is it that you want, my friend? That's the question I want to leave you with. What is it that you really want? I didn't even get a chance to even get to my other pointers. So what I will do is I will come back and I will give you the other pointers that I have, but I just feel that this right here is the end of the road right now because this is a lot. I don't want to overwhelm you. So again, my friend, what is it that you really want? What is it that you're asking for? What is it that you're chasing? What is it that you want and what is it that you're actually chasing? Sometimes we be chasing things that's not even there. Chasing things that don't even belong to us. We chasing somebody else's dreams and goals. We chasing what somebody else wants for us. But the real question is, what is it that you want for you? Begin to live your life according to the purpose that was placed inside of you. What is it that you want, friend? What is it that you want? Ask yourself, sincerely in your heart, when you begin to get that heart-mouth connection, life and everything around you will begin to change. What is it that you want, my friend? Think about it. This has been no other than your girl, Success Coach Nikisha, bringing you Let Wisdom Speak here on the broadcast. Share the live, share the broadcast, invite somebody else to come in and join us, listen to the broadcast, or whatever the case may be. Because my whole heart's desire and goal is to say something and to give you something that's going to help propel you to the next level, help change, or even bring about an answer that you need or that you've been searching for. So, my friend, again, my name is Success Coach Nikisha. I have Wisdom Speak every Wednesday live on my motivational page there on Facebook. And then also for those of you who discovered my page here on YouTube or not following my YouTube page, go follow me at Nikisha Gordon Betts on YouTube. And also set your notification. That way you can set up your atmosphere for great content, inspiration, and other great things that may be going out at that particular moment. So go ahead and dance until you pass out. And while you're dancing, go ahead and see yourself obtaining those very things that you desire and want. Go ahead and see yourself in the places that you desire to be. But most of all, my friend, go out and make great disciples. Have a great and amazing day, you guys. Bye-bye.